Hey guys, welcome back. In this module, we're going to discuss the script and we're going to break it down to explain why we say every part the way we say it and where we say it. Let's get right into it. Okay, so where it says O, this is you. When it says O, that means homeowner, and everything else that doesn't say O, that's you. So, you know, if they don't say hello, you say hello to see if they're there, if there's someone on the line. So, hello, hello. Hey, how you doing? Good, and you? It is, hey, how you doing? It's just an icebreaker, something to make them realize that we're a real person, that we're not a robocaller. It's not it's not an automated message. It's not just someone just trying to sell something. And people kind of get caught off guard. They might think it's a neighbor. They might think it's a relative, a friend, somebody they know. Super casual. So yeah, they say good, and you? This is you. Hey, that's great to hear. I'm good as well. I was just calling, following up on some postcards we sent regarding the property on 123 Street. Yeah, what about it? Well, why do we say postcards? We say postcards because it can be, they can't prove that we sent a postcard or not, and it's a very, um, like, discreet way of to talk about the property, to bring the property into the conversation. Hey, we sent some postcards regarding your property, and it also shows that we uh, gave some value. It costs money to send some postcards. It takes effort. So people subconsciously realize that. It's like, okay, why did he take the time and effort to send me a postcard? So they're intrigued. And they're like, yeah, what about it? What about my property? And then it's because our company bought a few properties right around that area, and we want to reach out to see if you might be interested in selling as well. And that's pretty straightforward. It just shows social proof. Our company bought a few properties around that area. We want to know if you might be interested in selling. We bought other properties, so we know what we're doing. We know the area. We want to know if you might be interested in selling. So here they're either gonna say yes or no. If they say no, I mean that's self-explanatory. It's like they're not interested, and we're not gonna force nobody to sell. We're just gonna catch them the next time. We're probably gonna call them in around 6 months to see if things change. A lot of times life changes, life circumstances changes, and they might be ready to sell in 6 months. And if they are, well, we moved on the script. We found out that it's the right property, and that they're interested in selling. So yeah, let's see, how much? Oh, and then this is where you come in. Well, I'm not the one running the numbers. My boss is the one that handles that. I just need to ask you a few basic questions regarding the property, and we can go ahead and give you an offer. How does that sound? And that in sales, taking the blame and putting it on somebody else, it's ideal because it doesn't make you seem like the bad guy. It makes you just seem like as an intermediary, the middle person that's just doing their job. Oh, that's my boss. He handles that. I'm just here making the calls, seeing if we can find people that are interested in selling, or people that we can help with a cash offer. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I got time. What are the questions? And you know you go ahead and jump right into these questions. Once they say, oh, okay, go ahead. All right, well, what's a condition of your property? Is it in good condition? Is it in bad condition? You can go ahead and make it a multiple choice question, or you can go ahead and leave it an open ended question. And what's the condition of your property? People might, if usually people say good, that's more than likely bad. And if they say excellent, great condition, and they start going off on the repairs, um, you probably have a market value deal. That's not going to be an ideal lead for us, but it might be a good realtor lead. So you want to still go through the script, and you want to go ahead and ask, oh, okay, how many beds and baths? You're gonna have this info on Zillow. Like once you're going through these questions, you're gonna go ahead and click on Zillow, open the link up, and see see the property for yourself. So you ask them how many beds and baths. You don't tell them, oh, is this a 3-2 or is this 3 beds, 2 beds, because you can just say yeah, and just pull your leg, and be playing the whole time. So you ask them, hey, how many beds and baths is this? And you can go ahead and confirm it on Zillow. It's gonna either say 3-2 or 3-1, whatever. Or they might be able to fix it for you. They might be, oh, online it says it's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, but it's actually a 4 bedroom, 2 baths. They got it wrong. You're like, oh, okay, thank you for clarifying that. That thank you for clarifying that. It's not in the script, but it's just part of the conversation, of a normal conversation. You don't want to seem robotic. You don't want to just seem like you're reading off a bullet point list, which you are, but you want gotta be conversational. So, okay, I understand. And let me ask you. You said your property was in good condition. Have there been any recent repairs done to the property in the past 5 years? And they might say no. If they say no in the sense of good condition, it's probably a crap home. It's probably not good because you gotta maintain the house. So this is where that conversation goes. Any recent repairs done to a property in the past 5 years? No. Oh, okay. So you can go ahead and follow up with the. Oh, okay, so the roof has been the same, foundation, AC is all good, all working, not leaking. And oh yeah, well, we actually replaced the roof about 7 years ago. Like, somebody that spent money in their property, they're gonna know exactly when they did it, and they're gonna know how much it cost, and they're gonna tell you because it costs them money. Somebody that hasn't done nothing, or somebody that inherited a property, they haven't put no money into it. They're just gonna say, yeah, I know they did some repairs, or yeah, I know they did something to the property, but they're not gonna be accurate because they didn't actually spend the money. So this is something they're gonna see constantly. When people actually fix a property, they know when they did it. They'll tell you the exact date. Tell you, oh yeah, I did it August 2018. I replaced the roof, $17,000, brand new shingles, brand new this. They'll tell you everything, the whole rundown. So something to keep in mind. And this question here is, and apart from us reaching out to you, sir, is there another reason you might be interested in selling? Some people might take this the wrong way. Some people might take it like, oh no, you called me. What makes you think I'm selling? I was like, that's what I asked. If there's apart from us calling you, if there's another reason, we just want to get a better idea of the property. Sometimes there's bad tenants, and people just want to sell the property because they're tired of the tenants. So we just want to, get a clear picture of what's going on. That's why we asked this, and that would usually calm them down, and let them, continue with the conversation. And the reason we asked this question, though, is because we want to know what's going on. Why do they want to sell this property? Is there, is it a liquidity issue? They need money? Is it that they owe a lot of taxes? They can't pay the taxes? Is it because it's just a rundown property they don't want to maintain? They don't want to, just be paying for a property that's just out there? So it helps us in our negotiating tactics, and when we have a conversation with the offers department. So, and when we have all this info, this the whole picture of the house, it's a lot easier to negotiate and offer a fair price for the property and close on the property, and that it's a win-win for our client and for you because you get your bonus. And this last question, it's very important as well. And how much do you think this property is currently worth? What does that do? That accomplishes two things. It accomplishes they're gonna tell you if it's below what it says on Zillow. That means it's probably, they know it's not in the best condition, and they're aware of that, and they're not gonna be crazy. And it also shows if they're realistic about selling a property, because if a property is $125,000 on Zillow and they say $250,000, they're how serious are they? Nobody's gonna buy that property for twice the market value. So it just shows you how down to earth they are, and if they're realistic about selling. And so once you ask those questions, you go ahead and if it's below market value, let's say it's house is worth 125. They say, oh yeah, I'm looking to get 100,000. I think it might be 100,000, and they have a reason for selling. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I do appreciate you for this. I do appreciate this information. What I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is partner you up with my offers department. They're on the other line right now. They're gonna go ahead and give you an offer right now over the phone. If you got a couple 30 seconds, if you got a few more seconds, I can go ahead and put you through. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. Boom. Go ahead and click valid interested and transfer the call. Make sure you have the notes ready before you do that, and boom, off it goes. And we hope they close. But that's it for this module. Thank you very much. I hope that explained it a lot better. Thanks.